Good evening, students. In this session of rational numbers, we are going to study about some important terms that are related to numbers. So let us start. The first term is additive identity. The term is additive identity. As the name suggests, it is based on the operation addition. So additive identity is that value which, if you add to any number, results in the same number. So additive identity is that value, yeah, that number which we add to another number and the result will be the same. For example, you have a number a and you want to get the answer same to that number. So what value you should add to this? So we should add 0 into this. For example, you have 3 and you add something to 3 and the answer will come out to be 3. So what you have added to 3? We have added 0. So this is the additive identity. That means if you add any number to the given number, the answer is same as that of the given number. The answer is same as that of the given number. So the additive identity is that value which, if you add to any number, results in the same number. So 0 is our additive identity for all numbers, for natural numbers, for whole numbers, for integers, rational numbers. We can write it as a plus 0 is equal to a. So where a can be any whole number, integer or rational number. For example, 3 plus 1 is equal to 0, where 3 is a whole number. Minus 5 plus 0 is equal to minus 5, where minus 5 is an integer. Minus 9 by 13 is equal to minus 9 by 13 plus 0 is equal to minus 9 by 13, where minus 9 by 13 is a rational number. So if you take any whole number, any natural number, any integer or any rational number, and you will add 0 to it, the answer is again the same number. That means 0 is the additive identity. Identity, as the name suggests, identity means the same value. So after addition you will get the same value, that means additive identity. Now the next term is multiplicative identity. As the name suggests, identity means same value. Multiplicative means after multiplication. So after multiplication, if you get the same value, that means there is multiplicative identity. Here the definition is, multiplicative identity is that number which when multiplied to any number leads to the same result. If you multiply a by any number and the answer is a, then m is the multiplicative identity. Here m is the multiplicative identity. In simple words, we can say that if you multiply any number with the given number and your answer is again the given number, that means with that number you have multiplied is your multiplicative identity. You want the same answer which you have taken as question, you want the same answer. So by which number you should multiply? We should, for example, we have 3, we have multiplied by some number and we want the answer to be 3. So here what should come in place of this question mark? What should come? 1. So if you multiply any number by 1, you will get again the same number. That means 1 is our multiplicative identity. So our additive identity is 0, multiplicative identity is 1. Here are some examples. 5 multiply 1, 5, as 5 is a whole number. Minus 16 multiply 1, minus 16, minus 16 is an integer. 17 by 35 multiply by 1 is equal to 17 divided by 35, where 17 divided by 35 is a rational number. So this is applicable to all the types of numbers. Now the next term is additive inverse. As the name suggests, here inverse. Inverse means opposite. After addition you will get the opposite. So negative of a number or additive inverse. Inverse is known as opposite. So whenever you are confused between these two, additive identity or additive inverse, from there you can recall this. Identity means same answer, inverse mean opposite of that. So additive identity is 0, but what is additive inverse? Additive inverse is that number which when added to any number leads to the answer to be 0. Now the answer not to be same, answer must be 0. What that suggests, if you have a number 5, you have added something there and the answer must be 0. So what you should add here? You should add negative of this number, opposite of this. So opposite of 5 is minus 5. So if you add 5 plus minus 5, the answer is 0. So we can simply say that additive inverse is the negative of any given number. Simply what you have to do, if you are given any negative number, you have to change it to positive number, or if you are given any positive number, you have to change it to negative number. That is your additive identity. 6 as a additive identity, minus 6. Minus 6 as a additive identity, 6. Opposite is true. For example, you have a. So if you add minus a, you will get 0. So a is any number and minus a is the additive identity. Here are some examples. You can see that 5 plus minus 5 is equal to 0. So the additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. Additive inverse of minus 9 is 9. Additive inverse of minus 9 by 5 is 9 by 5. Next topic is reciprocal. Reciprocal means opposite. So that is multiplicative inverse. We have studied about reciprocal. That means whenever you are given a fraction, like any rational number or fraction, you just have to opposite that. You are given numerator by denominator, so you simply have to reciprocal it, denominator by numerator. In this way you have to change. For example, here I have written, if you are given a divided by b, you have to interchange it to b divided by a. So a divided by b has a reciprocal b divided by a. That is known as multiplicative inverse. That means in this time you will get answer as 1. If you multiply a given number by some number and the answer is 1, that means known as multiplicative inverse. For example, you have 4 by 5. You have multiplied by some number and you want the answer to be 1. So by which number you should multiply? You should multiply it by 5 by 4. 4 cancel, 5 cancel, answer is 1. So you simply have to interchange the numerator and denominator to find the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of the number. Now distributivity of multiplication over addition and subtraction. What does it mean? If you are given something like this or like this, what you have to do? You simply have to multiply the outer number inside the bracket with each number. You have to multiply. For example, you are given 3, 2 plus 5. So firstly you have to multiply it by 3 and 2 firstly, and then you have to multiply 3 by 5. So it is 3 multiply 2 plus 3 multiply 5. 3 2s are 6 plus 5 3s are 15. Answer is 21. And if you simply solve this, 3 multiply 2 plus 1, 3 into 7, and answer is 21. In both the cases answer is same. So this is nothing but the distribution of multiplication over addition and subtraction. You just have to simply multiply the outer number inside the bracket with each number. As many numbers are given in the bracket, you have to multiply by each number. For example, you are given 4, 3 plus 2 minus 1. So you have to multiply 4 by 3, you have to multiply 4 by 2, you have to multiply 4 by 1 with the same signs that are given. So that is distribution of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Here one example is given. Check the distributive property of three rational numbers, 4 by 7, minus 2 by 3 and 1 by 2. So here is the solution. For the distributive property, you should see 4 by 7 multiply minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. So first of all we have to multiply this one and this one, then we have to multiply this one and this one. That is given here, and the sign should be of minus sign because here it is minus. So firstly we will multiply 4 by 7 with minus 2 by 3. We will multiply 4 by 7 with minus 2 by 3, and then we will multiply 4 by 7 with 1 by 2. So 4 2s are 8, minus 8 by 21, minus 4 by 14. After taking the LCM, we will get the answer minus 2 by 3. So this is our left hand side. This is our right hand side, and this is our left hand side. So we have to prove LHS is equal to RHS. So here we have find it out the RHS value. Here we have find it out the LHS value. So the LHS value, what will we do? First of all, we will solve the bracket. The bracket contains minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. So first of all we will solve the bracket minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. So taking the LCM is 6, 2 2s are 4, 3 1s are 3, so minus 4, minus 3, minus 7. So minus 7 by 6, 4 by 7. 7, 7 cancel. Answer is minus 4 by 6, that is minus 2 by 3. So both LHS and RHS have the same value. We have minus 2 by 3 here, minus 2 by 3 here. That means the distributive law applies correctly. The distributive law is true. You can simply take, I have taken an example there. I have taken this example, 2 plus 5. In both the cases, the answer is 21. So this is a simple example, and the example that is given here is a complex one. Here the answer is 21 and here the answer is 21. So LHS is equal to RHS. So we can say that the distributive law is applicable to addition and subtraction, distribution of multiplication at addition and subtraction. So this is shown here that both the sides are equal. So that's all for today. I hope you all understand. Have a better day.